Next on Worcester News tonight, a fire in a Southborough townhouse is under investigation. And a new website hopes to help addicts and their families coping with addiction. Good evening, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim McComb. The search is on for more candidates to join Worcester's bravest. Worcester Fire Department held its second of 2 open houses at the training division Wednesday. 78 people attended tonight's meeting. They learned about what goes into becoming a firefighter, including fulfilling an age and residency requirement, passing a state entrance exam, and a 14-week training academy. It's still not clear how many firefighters will be hired for future classes. The objective of the open house is to recruit the best candidates to serve the Worcester community.
We're here for the community we serve. That's what Worcester firefighters do, is serve the community of Worcester. So we're looking for the people that are going to best bring that out to the streets every day. We do over 40,000 calls into people's homes, and we want to act like professionals and be professional about what we do.
Veterans do get priority when it comes to being named to the department. One Iraq war veteran we spoke with tonight says he hopes to be hired in the next couple of hiring cycles.
I want to be a firefighter because it gives me the ability to connect with the community and also save lives in a way which would benefit everyone, not just myself. Worcester is a very nice place, so it would be a great place to serve and give back to the community.
The state exam is being held this April. In Southborough, crews from more than 4 towns battled a 3-alarm fire this afternoon. Crews responded shortly before 3 o'clock. They were able to contain the flames to one side of the duplex home. The extent of the damage is not known at this time. The Southborough Fire Chief says it took about 40 minutes to get the fire under control. No firefighters were injured. There was no one home at the time of the fire.
The only difficulty is we were on multiple calls, so we didn't have our full complement of manpower available when they first got on scene. So there was delay in the manpower getting on scene to extinguish the fire.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. New developments in the search for a Harvard man who disappeared in Boston over the weekend. This afternoon, state authorities searched the waters of the Charles near the TD Garden for 22-year-old Zachary Marv. Police say they have received information leading them to this search. Marv was last seen early Saturday morning at the Bell in Hand Tavern near Faneuil Hall. That's about a 10-minute walk to the TD Garden. Well, we've seen a lot less snow than this time last winter, but the city has already spent a majority of its snow removal budget. Worcester DPW says to this point it's spent almost 3/4 of its budget on this season's snowstorms. The DPW's assistant commissioner says snowfall totals aren't the only factor when it comes to the cost of cleaning up after winter storms.
It's not so much that a 2-inch snowstorm is cheap. It's not. There's certain costs that you're going to trigger when you go out, period. And so again, it doesn't matter whether it's 4 or 6 inches or 8 inches. It's still going to cost you a significant amount of money.
At this time last year, the city had already exceeded its snow removal budget. Tonight, we're hearing from a local landscaping company who helped Washington, D.C. dig out from more than 2 feet of snow. Peroni Landscaping sent down multiple pieces of snow equipment, including 1 front-end loader and 2 snow plows. 9 crew members spent 5 days in the city to help clear away the snow. The president of Peroni Landscaping says places like D.C. are not as prepared for major snowstorms like New England.
Right as we got into Washington, D.C., we had to physically lift a car out of the way just so we could make it to the highway. And it was I don't even know how to describe it, just out of control.
Peroni Landscaping says although it was a business decision to go down to D.C. and earn money, it also felt good to give back to other cities who helped us last year. 5 front-end loaders and 19 dump trucks were sent to Worcester to help clear the snow. The man accused of removing skeletal remains from Hope Cemetery last year is indicted in Worcester Superior Court today. Amador Medina was indicted on a range of charges, including 9 counts of disinterring a dead body. The Hartford Courant says the man allegedly told police he is a Santeria priest and used the remains for his religion. Medina will be arraigned in Worcester Superior Court on February 25th. A second man was arrested February 2nd in connection to thefts. Felix Delgado will be arraigned in Worcester District Court on Thursday. Worcester police arrest a man Tuesday night after a gun is found on him during a traffic stop. Police say officers pulled over a car on Woodland Street after watching it accelerate through neighborhoods. Police say one of the occupants, 18-year-old Victor Lopez, had an outstanding warrant for his arrest. The other occupant, 25-year-old Jose Pacho, pushed an officer against the car door when asked to exit the vehicle. Police say the officers found a gun in his waistband. He does not have a license to carry. Pacho was charged with possession of a firearm, ammunition without an FID card, and carrying a firearm without a license. Worcester police investigate a rollover accident this afternoon. Take a look. This was the scene on Hammond and Southbridge streets. It happened around 1 o'clock. We're told there were no serious injuries. The accident did affect traffic in the area. Police are looking into the cause. City employees receive important training today to help in the fight of the ongoing fight of the opioid epidemic. They got a first-hand lesson about how Narcan can save lives. Our Brittany Schaefer has the story.
Worcester police officer Paul Latorno demonstrates how to administer Narcan to an overdose victim. It's something he's had to do on the job. And Wednesday, he shared his experience with more than 30 city employees.
They are most likely going to show up to a situation that's done in public, like an opioid overdose. So the training that they receive is going to better prepare them to react to it instead of just calling 911 and waiting for us to arrive.
Officer Latorno says opioid overdoses happen everywhere, and everyone knows someone who uses these drugs.
We truly believe that the more people that have this and have the knowledge to give it, the better chance of having survivability.
Working in public service, we need to be aware of what's going on in our community. So as we're dealing with different populations, the drug use is increasing, we need to know what is out there to help our people.
City employees will be taking this new knowledge as well as a small dose of Narcan to their workplace.
Doesn't matter what walk of life you're on. I have family members who are also addicts and are dealing with this, so it's very important to me as well.
According to statistics shown during the demonstration, in Worcester alone, 900 people overdosed in 2015. 850 of those people survived after receiving doses of Narcan. Officer Latorno says if Narcan was readily available, even more lives could be saved.
So for the civilian population to have it, be authorized to carry it, and have the access to it, either through CVS or AIDS Project Worcester or those phenomenal agencies that give it out, it's just there's a better chance to help more people that are in a crisis situation.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
There is a new resource available to people suffering from addiction and their families. It aims to help all involved in substance abuse. Our Patricia Nicholas has more.
Jamie Carpenter says she kept her addiction to prescription pills a secret for more than 5 years. Today, Jamie has been in recovery for 5 months. She says it took a while for her to accept she needed help.
Scared no one was going to love me if they knew the truth. You know, everybody still loves me. Everybody supports me, and they're very proud of me. So, yeah, it's been a really, really huge weight off my shoulders, and it's been great.
Jamie turned to the Counseling and Assessment Clinic of Worcester. The clinic is helping to combat substance abuse issues in Worcester County. Their website, substancefreeworcester.org, is aimed at becoming a one-stop shop of resources and support for those struggling in their families.
The site also has news and facts. It has statistics about opioid-related deaths in Worcester over the past few years. Just as many resources as we could possibly compile for people. We wanted to make it available for them to answer that need for direction when you're looking for help dealing with these issues.
It's affecting adults, children, you know, it cuts across all socioeconomic class, race. It's very diverse, so there is absolute a need.
If we could save just one life, I think we would have achieved our goal.
Lisa LeBlanc says she struggled with alcohol addiction for the past 16 years. She says many do not know there is help and others are afraid to ask for it. Having a website like substancefreeworcester.org is needed.
So to have the outlet online in the privacy of your own home is a great idea.
24-year-old Eva Melendez is a recovering crack cocaine addict. She says addiction is a way to step away from reality. She credits the clinic for her recovery.
We all need support, and we all need something that it can brighten our side and make us feel like living.
Patricia Nicholas, Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester County launches a food hub program aimed at changing the regional food system by connecting farmers with more resources and training students in the culinary arts. Our Andy Madison has a look at how the program works.
For farmers Henrietta and Victoria Nagoti, the winter is quiet.
We grow a lot in the summer that are not sold off. We are forced to freeze them, and the freezer is not economical.
The Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce says there are more farms in Worcester County than any other part of the state. Today, the chamber announced a project aimed at embracing the farming community.
New England has great potential to increase our access to locally grown food
By giving them space at the Worcester County Food Bank to store their product.
We have a tremendous amount of capacity that we haven't tapped yet, and that's what a food hub can help to do.
We can dehydrate the vegetables in a safe, clean environment. Hopefully many people in the community will see what's grown at the farm.
Worcester's Food Hub project begins a one-year program thanks to a $423,000 grant from the Health Foundation of Central Massachusetts. The program aims to give farmers more options and also set up a training program for students.
We like to partner in very entrepreneurial and innovative ways to shorten the distance for students to have access to high-quality training.
An innovative program that could shift the market toward more locally grown food.
This is a great opportunity to kind of introduce healthy, high in minerals vegetables that many people are not aware of, but they are down the street.
Andy Madison, Worcester.